Today we shall look at modal verbs. In other words, auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs are also called as helping verbs. And generally, helping verbs, auxiliary verbs come before the main verbs. And they help to bring out the clear-cut meaning in the sentence. First, there are primary auxiliary verbs. Which are they? For example, be, do, have. The different forms of be. For example, am, is, are, was, were. Do. The different forms of do. Do, does, did, done. Have. The different forms of have. Have, has, had. It means that these auxiliary verbs come before main verbs to fulfill the meaning. More than that, these verbs can play the role of main verbs also. For example, I am a boy. In this sentence, am is a main verb. I am reading a newspaper. In this sentence, am is an auxiliary verb and reading is a main verb. In the same way, there are 13 modal verbs. Which are they? Shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must, need, dare, ought to, used to. Remember that when we use modal verbs and when we use auxiliary verbs, remember that using modal verbs convey different meaning. How? For example, I go to school. I go to school. In this sentence, go is verb. But when I use I may go to school, it indicates that there is a possibility of going to school. I may go to school. In the second sentence, I can go to school. Here, the word can indicates an ability. That is, I can go to school. Third, I will go to school. I shall go to school. I may go to school. I can go to school means If you go on changing modal verbs, meaning is possibly or likely to be changed. Remember that using modal verbs convey the different meaning. Another word, another sentence. The water is cold. The water is cold. Here is a main verb. But when we use the water can be cold, the water may be cold, the water shall be cold, the water should be cold. Whenever you are going to change modal verbs, the possibility or the meaning is likely to be changed. Therefore, using auxiliary verbs, primary auxiliary verbs, modal verbs are essential in speech. We can't use language without auxiliary or modal verbs. They are essential. The only thing is that we must understand the difference. In short, helping verbs, auxiliary verbs, modal verbs are essential in day-to-day life when you use English language. Remember that the spelling of the word modal is Modal. It is not a model, Model. And therefore, we can easily understand it.